Hey guys, so today we're making some delicious lasagna soup. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. So I am actually using some sweet Italian turkey sausage for this recipe as well as some ground turkey. And so I'm going in with about a pound of some ground turkey, and then I just took the Italian sausage out of the casing, and so I used 1 pack of the Italian sausage. I'm going to season it with some salt, some black pepper, some adobo seasoning or any all-purpose seasoning you like, some garlic powder, onion powder. I don't care what seasonings you use. Just make sure your food is not bland, because we don't want no bland food, y'all, okay? And so, again, this is turkey, so you want to make sure that you season it very well because turkey can be on the bland side. And I am just going to brown my turkey until it is done, and make sure you kind of break it up a little bit in between. And so after I have cooked my turkey, I'm going to add in some onions, some green bell pepper, as well as some garlic. You can add or omit whatever you don't like. And so I'm just going to stir this and cook it until the vegetables are nice and translucent. And then I'm going to add in some Italian seasoning, as well as I'm going to add some fresh herbs later down the road, but I'm going to add in some tomato paste because we are going to start to assemble the soup. And so I'm going to add in 1 can of some diced tomatoes. I like to use the one that has the basil, oregano in it because it's, additional flavor. And then I'm going to add in some Prego sauce. Now, you don't have to use pasta sauce. I just feel like it has a lot more flavor. You can totally use like a big can of some tomato sauce and flavor it to, your preference. Next I'm going to add in some unsalted vegetable broth, and then I didn't have enough vegetable broth, so I added in some chicken broth as well. And I'm just going to stir this together. I'm adding in some fresh basil, some fresh parsley, and I'm just going to let this simmer, because next we're going to add in our lasagna noodles. And so I am making this dairy free, y'all already know. And so I'm adding in some nutritional yeast, but you are free to add in like some Parmesan cheese if you like. But the nutritional yeast adds like a nice cheesy flavor. And so I'm going to use about half of this box of lasagna noodles, and I'm just breaking it up with my hand. And I'm going to cook it until the noodles are nice and tender or al dente. You don't want your noodles to be mushy, but you want to make sure that you stir this frequently because the pasta noodles will stick to the bottom if you don't. And so, again, make sure you're stirring so that you don't burn the bottom of your pot. And I felt like it was getting kind of thick because of the noodles, so I did add in a little bit of water. But this is what my soup is looking like so far. And so I am going to add in some dairy-free heavy cream, but you can use regular heavy cream if you have it. And I'm just going to stir this up. And at this point, you would probably add in like your ricotta mixture and stuff like that if you wanted to. But again, I'm making this dairy-free, and yeah. So I'm going to make the ricotta mixture on the side. So I am using the part skim ricotta cheese, but you can use the whole milk one. And then I'm going to add in some grated Parmesan cheese, some black pepper, some salt, because you want to make sure that you're seasoning every part of your meal. Every layer needs flavor. And then I'm going to add in some fresh parsley that I saved, and then I'm going in with some mozzarella cheese, and I'm just going to stir this up until everything is combined. And then I'm just gonna dollop this on a bowl of soup, which I totally forgot to show y'all because they ate up the food before I could even plate it up real nice for y'all. But this is what's gonna go on the side. And so I did taste the mixture and I thought it needed some additional flavor, so I added in some of that chicken seasoning as well as some more Parmesan cheese. But if you want like to make that dairy free, you can by using tofu or some cashews or ricotta cheese that's dairy free. But this is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.